When I got the Haylou GT1s, they broke on me within the first day. I was excited when I got the Haylou GT2s. How would they put up with a month of abuse? Good news, they still work. But I think that there's a couple of things that we need to touch on. First is the price. Now, depending upon the market that you're in, you might be able to find the Haylou GT2s at the exact same price as the Haylou GT1s. So what would make you want to purchase the Haylou GT1s over the GT2s or the GT1 Pros? Well, in my mind, there's a couple of things that are quite simple in regards to this. The first is the simplicity. If I'm going to be purchasing a product at such a low price point, like the Haylou GT1s, I know that there's corners that are going to be cut in making them. And I'd rather purchase the simpler case design of the GT2s instead of the GT1 Pro or the GT1s. For me, the lid is a non-issue. I've had both the Haylou GT2 and the XIAOMI T1C now for a long period of time, and there's been no issues with the headphones falling out or debris getting in. That said, with a case with a lid on it, if that lid breaks, the magnets and the overall design of the case is going to be made to function with a lid. There's no case to break on these, and for my money, I'd much rather have these. The next is the included USB cable. Now, while I don't think these headphones are incredibly high quality, I do think that the included USB cable makes the overall potential longevity for the device tangibly better. And what I mean by this is that the cable that is included with the case is pretty durable feeling. It seems to have an anchor on the inside of the case, so you're not putting any direct strain on the circuit board. Over time, things like that are going to matter. And it also just makes it more convenient to charge. I usually use a USB power bank to charge these because they don't take very much electricity and they charge pretty fast. Next is sound. And sound for me is something that's just completely unremarkable. It's unremarkable in a sense that I can go between the Haylou GT2, the Huawei T10C, and the XIAOMI T1C, and I don't really notice a big difference in sound quality for them. Combine that with the fact that the controls of the GT2 are identical to that of the XIAOMI T1C, and to me, there's nothing about either of these devices that makes me want to choose one over the other. Latency and gaming performance. Now, this is something that a lot of people ask me, which one's got the better latency? And I covered this in the full review, but to be honest with you guys, Bluetooth headphones with AAC audio codec and true wireless control, they're going to have worse latency than conventional Bluetooth 5.0 headphones, and they're going to have significantly worse latency than a pair of wired headphones. If you're trying to game, neither of these headphones, true wireless Bluetooth headphones in general, aren't going to be a great option for you. And I can't really recommend a pair of headphones over a different pair of headphones, kind of for that exact reason. So who might these headphones be for? The standout feature of the Haylou GT2s over any other headphones I've tested in their price range is the fact that they are so small, and yet, because they use a physical button control, they're still easily controlled on your head. If you need to wear them under a turban, under a hijab, under a ski jacket, under a beanie hat or something like that, you're going to notice that they don't stick out of your ear enough to cause any kind of interference. And I know that for some people, size for them is a big deal because for them, they want to have the least conspicuous pair of headphones possible. So in that sense, I think that these are the best option that I've tested. The second thing about them is that because they use the physical controls, if you are wearing something over your head, you know what? Let's just go ahead and cut to me wearing something on my head. Okay, this is a buff. This is something I wear when I go riding on my motorcycle in cold weather, and I normally will wear it around my neck. But let's just go ahead and take this for an example. if I have something that's covering my ears, okay, first of all, the headphone does not really interfere with what I'm wearing in the least bit. The second thing is that if something is covering my ears, the ability to use a physical button control instead of having to tap on it means that these are going to be much easier to control. So if that's a selling point for you specifically, then I think that the Haylou GT2s are the perfect headphones for your use case. If you want the cheapest, most discreet possible headphones possible, I would suggest them over the GT1s because you're not going to have any issues with activating controls, tapping on them, or having to fidget around underneath whatever you're wearing. I can confidently say that if I was going to go on a ski trip to go skiing and I needed to wear a beanie hat, or even if I was going out somewhere where I knew I was going to have a lot of rain for like 3 to 5 days and I was going to be wearing a hood most of my time, these would probably be the headphones I would choose to wear underneath whatever hood I needed to wear. So I do think that there are some use cases for these. I do think that they are better than the competition in some ways. I do think that they are going to be relatively durable for the lifetime of the device. And that's just kind of the overall 1 month review. If you have more questions about this, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll try to address them there. If you want to purchase them, go ahead and check out the links in the description. I think these are under 20 bucks right now. And until next time, it's been Mitchell. Peace.